Your body is a glitchy Marvel character. Your body can do things that defy logic, science, and sometimes dignity. These are real human abilities that sound amazing until you realize they're completely useless. Number 1. You can hear your eyeballs move. Your eyes make noise, like actual squishy, sloshing, socket-stirring noise every time you look around. And your brain just filters it out like background static. But some unlucky people do hear it, constantly. It's called superior canal dehiscence syndrome, and it basically gives you front row seats to your own eye ASMR. You blink, wet click, look left, gooey slurp, roll your eyes at this video. Your brain's like, want surround sound with that? Even worse, these people can hear their own heartbeat echoing through their skull. Their footsteps sound like drums in their jaw. They become human stethoscopes, but only for themselves, which is, frankly, a terrible subscription service. So yeah, your body can grant you Sonar Vision, but only if you want to live inside your own horror movie. Number 2, you can shock people without touching them. Your body is a static electricity machine just waiting to betray you. Every time you walk across carpet, slide out of a car, or wear socks in the wrong weather, you're charging up like a tiny lightning rod. And then, boom, you touch a doorknob and feel like you just got tasered by the ghost of Benjamin Franklin. But here's the fun part. You don't even need contact. In extreme conditions, you can discharge static electricity through the air. There are people who've reportedly zapped metal objects from inches away, lit gas fumes on fire, or killed their own electronics, just by existing. One guy in Japan built up so much static from synthetic clothes and dry weather that he accidentally blew up his apartment when he walked into the kitchen. So yeah, you're technically a human Tesla coil, with zero control, zero purpose, and a 100% chance of embarrassing yourself in public. Number 3. You can slow down time in your head. Ever had a car almost hit you and everything suddenly felt like bullet time in the Matrix? That's not adrenaline. That's your brain switching into emergency mode. In life-threatening moments, your brain starts recording memories in high resolution, cramming in way more data than usual. Later, when you look back on it, it feels like everything happened in slow motion. You didn't actually slow time, you just experienced more of it. Your brain turned into an over-caffeinated cameraman and hit record at 4x speed. It's a cool trick, until you realize you can't turn it on whenever you want. You have to be moments away from disaster to activate it. So yes, you technically have time-bending powers, but only if you're in mortal danger and probably screaming. Number 4, you can smell fear. Literally, you've got a built-in danger detector, but it works like a nose with anxiety issues. When someone's scared, they sweat out a chemical cocktail that your nose actually picks up. It's not like, ah yes, hints of terror with notes of despair. But your brain knows. Studies show people can subconsciously sense fear just from smelling someone's shirt. Like some twisted version of a cologne ad, ode to panic? Even weirder? Your body reacts without you realizing. Your heart rate goes up. You start breathing faster. All because Brad next to you in the elevator had a mini panic attack 5 minutes ago. So yes, you have the power to detect human distress, but good luck doing anything useful with it. Number 5, you can time travel in your sleep. Sort of. Every night, your brain completely shuts off your body so you don't start acting out your dreams like a budget action movie. But sometimes, it screws up, and you wake up before the paralysis wears off. Welcome to sleep paralysis, where you're fully awake but trapped in a body that refuses to move. You can see your room, you can hear stuff, but you can't scream, run, or even twitch. And that's when the fun starts. Your brain, still dreaming, starts projecting your worst fears into the room with you. Shadow figures, crawling hands, something sitting on your chest, a demon whispering your social security number. It's your brain's way of saying, hey, remember that horror movie? Let's live it. So yeah, you time travel between dream and reality, but only long enough to be haunted by invisible sleep goblins. Number 6, you can taste death before it happens. No joke. Your body sometimes sends a save yourself notification through your tongue. Before a seizure, heart attack, or stroke, some people get a sudden metallic or bitter taste in their mouth. Others report the smell of something burning, like toast, rubber, or wires. A few feel a sudden wave of doom, like their brain just pulled the fire alarm and bailed. Doctors call this a prodrome, which is just medical speak for your body knows something's about to go down, but it's terrible at communication. It's not just taste and smell either. Some people get tingling in their arms, tunnel vision, or hear loud buzzing noises that don't exist. One person described it like their brain switched to horror movie mode and hit play without asking. Imagine having a built-in warning system that only activates 10 seconds before disaster, gives you vague sensory hallucinations, and then pieces out. It's like if your smoke alarm whispered, "Hey, just FYI, there might be a fire," and then exploded. Number 7. You can hear sounds that don't exist. Your brain can generate fake sounds, and you'll believe they're real. It's called auditory hallucination, and it's more common than you think. Ever hear your name being called when no one's around? Or think your phone buzzed, only to check it and find nothing? That's your brain pulling a prank on itself. It hears patterns in fans, engines, or white noise, and turns them into whispers, music, or full-on ghost conversations. Some people hear entire songs that don't exist. Others hear radio static or voices saying things like, "Hey," or "Don't forget the milk." Helpful if it weren't so creepy. And it doesn't always happen during stress or trauma. Sometimes your brain is just bored and goes, "Hey, want to hallucinate a ringtone at 3 a.m.?" So yes, you have the power to hear things that aren't real. Not because you're psychic, just because your brain is over-imaginative and under-supervised. Number 8. You can sense things before they happen. But only slightly. Ever felt like something was about to happen, and then it did? You might not be psychic, but your body has built-in pre-awareness. It's called presentiment, and in some studies, people's bodies showed physical responses, like changes in heart rate, skin conductivity, or brainwaves, a few seconds before something stressful actually occurred, like seeing a disturbing image flash on a screen. Their bodies flinched before their eyes saw anything. No one really knows how it works. Scientists argue whether it's a glitch in time perception, subconscious pattern recognition, or just data noise. But the point is, your body might have a radar for incoming chaos that it only uses for mild jump scares. You won't predict the stock market or dodge a falling piano, but your skin might tingle slightly before a jump scare in a horror movie. Congratulations, you're basically the worst version of Spider-Man. Number 9. Your brain deletes reality. On purpose. You're blind right now. Like, actually blind. In one spot. Every human eye has a blind spot, where the optic nerve plugs into your retina. No light gets in there. Total blackout. But your brain just fills it in. Like a lazy Photoshop intern, your brain guesses what's supposed to be there and paints over the hole. It edits your entire visual field live, and you never notice. Which means you're not seeing reality. You're seeing an AI-generated estimate of reality. Even weirder, your brain deletes other stuff too. Focus on one word long enough, and it'll erase everything else around it. You literally have perception-based invisibility, just not in a cool superhero way. So yeah, your brain has glitchy rendering powers. It hides your blind spots, erases your surroundings, and pretends it's doing you a favor. Number 10. You can cry without tears through your skin. Your skin can leak emotions, kind of. When you're super stressed, your body releases chemicals like cortisol and emotional sweat, not just from your pits, but from your entire body. That sweat actually has a different chemical makeup than regular sweat. Scientists can literally smell stress in a lab. In some rare cases, people under extreme emotional or physical stress have reported sweating blood, a condition called hematidrosis. Yeah, real-life biblical horror movie vibes. It's been documented in soldiers before battle, prisoners on death row, and people during traumatic events. So technically, you can cry without using your eyes. Your pores just do the sobbing for you. X-Men, but make it a panic attack. So yeah, you're walking around with a whole toolbox of useless superpowers. Time distortion, fear scent detection, hallucinations, blood sweat. You're basically a malfunctioning superhero no one asked for. But here's the real question. If your body has all these hidden tricks, what else is it hiding that we haven't figured out yet? I'll be digging into that in an upcoming video. Hit subscribe before your brain makes up a reason not to.